Dear hopefuls, happy Thursday. You are currently propped up against a watering can because why not? Couldn't be bothered to get the tripod out. It's actually Wednesday as I'm filming this, and I just chopped my own head off. It is Wednesday and I'm waving a book around. It is Wednesday as I'm filming this, so I'm actually filming a day ahead, which is unheard of for me. However, I did miss uploading last week. As Sam mentioned in her last video, I was on vacation holiday. So I went on a river cruise down the Danube, and there will be a video about that on my channel at some point when I get around to editing all the footage and stuff. But Booktober. So I took 2 books and my Kindle away with me. I read both books and half a book on my Kindle, which I have now finished. I got home on Monday evening, finished the 3rd book yesterday, the book on my Kindle yesterday, started another one. Obviously the book we're interested in is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn, Hugo. I started this on Wednesday morning as I was cruising down the Danube in Serbia, of all places. I flew to Budapest in Hungary, joined the boat there, went to a couple of little towns in Hungary, and then went into Serbia and went to Novi Sad, a place that I cannot pronounce the name of, but it was really cool, and it'll be in the video. It'll be in the video on my channel. Donji something Milanovic or something. It was really nice, loved it. And then Belgrade in Serbia, and then we went to Croatia and we went to a town called Vukovar. Small town, loved it. Would love to have had longer there, but we only had like 2 hours, because then we had a 26-hour sail back up to Budapest, where I flew home from on Monday morning, and then had to drive home from Manchester because that was the nearest airport for us. That was like a 3-hour drive. That was fun. And that was Monday, and then Tuesday I had the day off from work, because I thought I will be jet lagged. And I was. I didn't do much yesterday. And then today I've been back at work and I'm exhausted. So I'm filming this and then I'm going to cook my dinner and slouch in front of the TV for the evening, because why not? So I started reading 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo in Serbia as we were approaching Novi Sad. No, I woke up in Novi Sad, went up on top deck after breakfast with my book and started it there. So I started it in Novi Sad. And I finished it on Saturday night. After we'd had a really nice gala dinner, we'd had a show from the amazing entertainment team. They were fabulous. There's 3 of them. They were fab. I did film some clips of some of their bits of some of their shows, so that'll be in the video on my channel. And it's getting very rambly, I'm very sorry. I finished the book while I could still hear the silent disco going on above my cabin. Yeah, I say I could hear the silent disco. It was not silent. They were doing the conga on top deck. Well, I say top deck. They came out of one door of the bar, round the top of the stairs, and back in the other door. That was, Is This the Way to Amarillo was what they were congering to. Interesting, but so I finished this just past midnight on Sunday morning, technically. Though if I'd been at home, it would have been like 11 o'clock. So, I loved this book. If you couldn't tell by the fact that I read it in like 2.5 days. Sam, obviously at the point of your video, you were on sort of page 200 and something, which is about like somewhere about there in the book. So I've got to remember what happened up to that point. Hang on. Okay, I think I've caught myself up. So you just be past where she married Rex North. So by this point, you know that Evelyn is in love with Celia St. James, her rival co-star. and that's husband number, I've lost track now. Yeah, husband number 4, 5. 5. Which means you will soon be getting, hopefully soon, to, you were saying you want to find out about her daughter Connor. You will soon be getting to that if you haven't already. It's really hard not saying stuff because I love this book. It's very clever, and I think I've said this before. There's a series of books which is somewhere on my bookshelf there, which is One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus, and I guess what's happening in those pretty quickly. That did not happen with this book. I did guess it before it was revealed, but not as early as I thought I would guess it. So somewhere around page 320 something is where I figured it out. And you will not see it you might see it coming, but you won't see it coming. But you will love the last few pages of the book. You will love it. It just, yeah, blew my mind. It's so cleverly written, and like, as you said about the interspersing of the, like, the newspaper article-y bits and things, and it's just so clever and right. If you haven't read past page 300 and something now, Sam, please stop listening. Raquel, do not listen, as I know you haven't read any of it yet. But, oh my gosh, the big reveal at the end, where it is revealed why Evelyn chose Monique as the author of her biography. Oh. So yeah, I worked it out around 320 something. Well, at least I had a feeling. Wasn't sure how right that feeling would be, but it was, sort of. So yeah, I won't say it, but oh my gosh, the reveal at the end is brilliant. And at the back of the copy I have, I don't know whether this copy you have, Sam, will have this. Yeah, I don't know whether the copy you have has this, and Raquel, I don't know whether the copy you have has this as well. But in the back of this copy, there are reading group topics and questions for discussion. So, a question for when you finish the book. Of the 7 husbands, who's your favourite and why? And who surprised you the most? And I think it's to be interesting for Sam to answer when she's partway through the book, and then again at the end. Do you trust Evelyn to be a reliable narrator as you were reading? Why or why not? Did your opinion on this change at all by the conclusion, and if so, why? My favourite husband is Harry Cameron. Just because they have an amazing friendship that them being married doesn't seem too implausible. Like, it's sort of the natural progression in a weird sort of way, even though they're both queer. And it's the fact that they so easily just sort of go, yeah, let's do it. It'll push everyone off the scent and everything. And yeah, Harry's my favourite husband. And the fact that he gives her daughter that she's wanted forever. And then, do I trust her to be a reliable narrator? Yes and no. Yes, because it's her story. She is telling her story. And so she is telling it because she wants the world to know. Because there's always been this hidden secret about Evelyn Hugo. And she wants the world to know that the Evelyn Hugo that the world loves isn't necessarily who they thought she was, but they can still love her even with these new truths out about her, i.e. her relationship with Celia and the fact that her best friend Harry was gay and that she married these men to hide the fact that she's gay, that she's, well, bisexual is what she settles on. Because that wasn't really a term in the time, but yeah. But also, I don't think she's a reliable narrator, because as much as she is airing everything, you know, she's trying to show that she wasn't perfect and that she had her demons, and, you know, she wasn't who everyone thought she was, and like, she's trying to show that. But at the same time, she is telling her story, so she is somewhat unreliable as a narrator, because she would still hide some of the big things that happened. Like, oh, I really want to say it. But I don't want to spoil it for anyone. Sam, Raquel, please let me know when you've read this, finished this book, because I want to talk about the ending. But yeah, I think, Sam, you're saying about why is it Monique? Why Monique? It might surprise you. And it kind of surprised me. But yeah. I want to know. I want to talk to you. I shouldn't have read it so quickly, but I couldn't help myself. I loved it that much. And we all know I have a very large pile of books I need to read, that I want to read. So eventually this will get reread. And it might not be for another few years. So let me know. Let me know when you finish it, because I have so many things I want to talk about. But yeah, that's it from me this week. And I'm just waving this book around like, ah! I love this book. If you haven't read it already, read it. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you back here next Thursday. Bye.